in different universities. They told me that if you ask them a question, send them a video with your question, they will answer your question. So the question should be either about mathematics or about science. And we're, big adult people.
My question is, when was math first used in world history?
When was math first used in the world history?
My other question is, when did people find out about space?
When did people find out about space?
How big is the universe?
How big is the universe? Very good question.
How to make metal?
So the question is how to make metal.
Who was the first person on Earth?
Who is the first person on Earth?
I think it's someone named... How many parrots are in the world?
How many parrots are there in the world?
Rubbing against each other cause volcanoes to erupt?
Two plates cause rubbing in each other
Mommy,
causing the volcanoes to erupt.
parrots or how many parents?
Parrots, not how many parents.
Did a comet crashing on Earth make the dinosaurs die?
Did a comet crashing on Earth make the dinosaurs die?
Why do we go to school? Can't we have someone come to our house and teach us? What does the universe contain?
What does the universe contain?
What can you do to live forever?
What can you do if you live forever?
How do you make things that are shiny?
How do you make things that are shiny?
What is sound?
Are galaxies really part of space? And how tall is it up to Earth to space?
What was the first butterfly in the world and how big was it?
What was the first butterfly in the world and how big was it?
What was the first question?
I'll repeat it again.
When was math invented?
When was math invented?
Does a car stand on a hill and not go back?
How does a car stand on a hill and not go back?
What makes light go so fast?
What makes light go so fast?
How can the sun melt the snow?
How can the sun melt the snow? Thank you.
How math is used in astronomy?
How is math used in astronomy?
How people learn to make lamps?
How did people learn to make homes?
Lamps.
Oh, lamps, I'm sorry.
Is our
Is our universe infinite? Very good. Infinite, yes. How to make computers?
How people learn to build houses?
How people learn to build houses? Thank you. Okay, Arvind. Arvind's
How do you fix instruments?
How do you fix instruments?
How do you fix games?
How do you fix and make games?
How do you make the rules for games?
Turn around. How do you make the rules for games? Very good ones. Okay, let's let Shivani ask and then you will ask, okay?
Who invented parentheses and why did they invent parentheses?
Who invented parentheses and why did they invent parentheses?
Why did they have napkins and did they put math afternoon.
I'm not really sure what you asked. Who they?
Why did they?
Who they? They who?
Who did they?
Who invented the math game? Who made the math games?
Who invented math
Who invented math games
and math?
and math? Uh-huh.
Why did people invent tomatoes as a fruit?
Why did people invent tomato as a fruit? Very good. Thank you. Okay, you want me to read? Why our small eyes can see so big objects? Nice one. How was the world created? How was the paper invented? Very good. Thanks. You have another one? Oh, she will write it.
Yes, okay, go.
How come we always first solve the numbers that you multiply or divide, like in 6 minus 2 divided by 2? We first do 2 divided by 2, which equals 1, and then 6 minus 1. Why don't you do 6 minus 2 divided by 2? I don't
All right, so that's your
I
first.
have an answer.
No, we're not answering them. So let them say his
How
questions.
do people measure the distance from one planet to another?
Okay.
Who invented numbers?
All right, so those are his 3 questions. Who's going up next? All right, Matt.
Is there a formula to calculate like 1 times 2 times 3 times 4 a million times or even more than that? Are there more animals on Earth or in the water? Where will you find blue and red rocks?
All right, good questions. Evan, you want to go?
What is calculus? When did the world begin? Who were the first people?
All right, good short questions. Who wants to go next? Mark?
Do figures with rotational symmetry have central symmetry? Why isn't then the 8 sideways? Why is something in the power of 3 cubic?
All right, good questions. Who? Shashir. You haven't gone yet, right?
Last.
What?
Yeah, you the last.
I am last.
Yeah, I don't think there's anyone else.
What is a different 3-dimensional?
You're the last out of kids.
Yes.
Yeah.
Kids go first.
How do you do the Pythagorean theory? What was the first invention? What is the biggest tree in the world?
How math was used in ancient architecture. For example,
How math was used in ancient architecture?
Я могу выделить.
Wait.
For example, in the pyramids.
For example,
My question is, are machines work faster or
are machines smarter than a human mind? Many grains of sand are there.
Any unsolved math problem?
Are there any unsolved math problems? What was the beginning of math?
More important, math or engineering?
Which one is more important, math or engineering?
Yep.
What is the mathematics used in the Mars rover communications by NASA? What is the mathematics used in the Kepler planet search by NASA? Why can't we find a magnetic monopole?
All right.
I think we should
Who's
do
next?
the adults and the kids separately. Mommy!
You each have a set? Yeah, okay. All right. Shh.
Okay. Is gravitational force a constant? How can we measure the mass of the universe? How can we detect dark matter?
All right. Now who wants to go? Over here.
So, who is or who was the best mathematician? How to make proofs about distant or huge measurement in the universe? And are there any numbering systems completely different from those we use?
All right, good. We got one more.
We should do the...
Last one.
This is one of the biggest problem. The thing is that there are one pen costs $3, but salesman sells it for $5 each for the 3 customers and makes $15 out of them and gives it to the boss. the boss is pretty much happy right now, and he gives $5 back to the employee, the salesman, and salesman feels that he has overcharged the customer, so he gives $1 back to each customer, so making each customer paying only $4 instead of $5. So 4 into 3 is $12, and the salesman has $2. So where is the one more dollar?
It's like the dreidel.
Like the dreidel. Yes.
I opened it.
Start writing all your questions here and go. It looks like everybody got so. A picture? Well, I think it's okay while we're still.